Hi everyone, Sharon here with Max Senior. Recently I went to Cabo San Lucas and I thought I might just take you along with me. A friend donated her week at the beautiful resort called Pueblo Bonito Sunset. Here I am inside the lobby, just kind of taking a sweep around with my iPhone so you can see how pretty just the lobby is. This is just outside the main lobby looking down. The whole resort is built on a hillside and it faces the Pacific Ocean. Now here's something I remember from when I was there before. They had these 4 flamingos and now here's this just one. Look at this little sweet guy. He's going to sleep and his leg falls down. You'll see him a bit later and he's still kind of asleep, but he's brought that leg back up. Anyway, they had 4 of them, and I asked the guy, one of the cart drivers, here's a lot of other birds, they have these cages all over the place. But anyway, I asked him, what happened to all the flamingos? There's only one. And he said, oh, very sad. He said a wild dog got in the complex and got 3 of them. But he said the good news is they were insured and we're getting 3 more. So it won't be alone too long. And these are their black swans. And there's a peacock. Oh yeah, there he is up in the upper right-hand corner. And everywhere around the complex where there's gravel, they rake it so it looks good. It's just, okay, there he is again. So he I don't know if he's still asleep, but he sure is still. Now this is, they have many, many pools at this resort. And this is the pool that was just down from our room. And their pools are beautiful. They're just gorgeous. And one of the things I loved the most were these carts. They have these carts that are wonderful. They're gasoline powered, but there's no emission. I don't know how they accomplish that, but there's no scent of exhaust and you don't see any exhaust. They're great. They're very expensive little carts. And they carry people and their luggage all over the complex. Anywhere you want to go, you just call for a cart. Here I am. You can see me with my iPhone as it goes around the corner. But they are just more fun than a barrel of monkeys. I had a blast on those carts and got to talk to so many of the sweet drivers about what they liked the best about their jobs and that kind of stuff. I asked, I'm not very political, but I asked one of the guys if he ever thought about coming to America. And he said, yes, I would very much like to get a visa and come visit. And I said, well, I hope Donald Trump doesn't win because that might be harder if he does get into the presidency. And he said, he's so unlike your country. And I thought that was the sweetest thing I ever heard any foreigner say about America. So here we are on the ride. This is a ride like from the bottom of the complex, which we were very close to the bottom in that last pool. And this is going midway up to the lobby. But then there's even that much more on the hillside above, all the way up to what they call the sky pool. But I wanted to give you a full ride on one of these little carts. I think this one was taking me to my friend's car. She was going to pick us up and take us to the marina. So here we are at the marina, and she had arranged for us to go on the Echo Cat, which is a very large catamaran type of sailing vessel. And here it is. And it's called the Sunset Cruise. And it was really fun. They serve you dinner and there's music and free drinks. I mean, well, not free, you pay for it and the cost of the ticket, but it was really an enjoyable thing to do, and I highly recommend it if you ever get to Cabo San Lucas to definitely take the Echo Cat's Sunset Cruise. So here we're coming to the what they call Land's End, and it's the very tip of Baja. And the famous thing is the arch the archway, and you'll see that in just a minute. There you go. It's really a beautiful spot in the world. And when you go around this last outcropping of rock, then you're in the Pacific Ocean. Right now we're in the little bay, but those are, I wanted to show you the clouds. We haven't seen clouds in so long here in California that I'm delighted in every cloud I saw while there. Aren't these beautiful clouds? I just thought they were wonderful. So here we are back at Land's End, going around the point. And the water on the Pacific Ocean side is very, very dangerous. It may look calm when you're on the beach, but people have died just from walking along the beach, and the water comes up, not a big wave, but the water comes up and scoops out the sand under their feet, causes them to fall, and then it sucks them out. It's really treacherous, and so you kind of walk with caution along that beach. And then here's everybody taking pictures. I like to take pictures of people taking pictures with their iPads. And of course the sun is starting to go down, so the clouds are really getting prettier and prettier. And the mood on the boat is getting happier and happier, and pretty soon they start dancing and doing the hokey pokey. And when it got to this time of day, it was really spectacular. The ocean and the sky, it was really beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to give you just a little tiny bit of the festivities. To the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. It really was fun. It was a great evening out on the water, and here we're coming back into port, and to finish up our day. It was just a great day all around. And here we are the next morning at the Pueblo Bonito Rosa complex, and it's a sister resort, and so there's a bus that will take you from the from Pueblo Bonito Sunset into town. And then my friend picked us up and took us to the glass factory, and that's where we are now. And this place is just beautiful. If you do go to Cabo, I highly recommend that you go to the glass factory. I'm going to put some information in at the end of the this footage. But the glass is very inexpensive. Of course, right now in Mexico, the peso has never been so low against the dollar, or high, I guess you would say. I don't know. I just know that it's never been such an advantageous time for Americans to go spend their money in Mexico. I think the peso was 19 to 1. So this is inside the glass factory, and there's just literally glass everywhere you look. And I think pretty soon I'm going to be showing you, this is the front door, inside looking out the front door. And my friend bought some of those glasses to bring home. But I want to show you their glass Christmas tree, which is the thing that amazed me the most. They had all these little glass animals, glass elephants and rabbits and angels and everything you could have possibly imagined. Perfume bottles, little glass stoppers, plates. And they blow it right there on the premises. You'll see that in a little bit also. Okay, here's the Christmas tree. Isn't that neat? I just thought it was beautiful. And then outside, I don't know if it'll show it here yet, but there was two men working on a large window to the left here. Okay, now I'm showing you the floor. There's just color everywhere you look in Mexico. It's amazing. Very pretty. Yeah, this is what the guys are working on. That was interesting to watch them actually building that stained glass window. Now this is looking into their factory part where they have all the glass that you can walk around and choose what you want. Oh, this is more the, I think the outside. Now this is in the glass factory part where they do the blowing, and that's, I guess, different colored glass that they had left over. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but they have chairs set up, and apparently they have groups that come and watch these guys do their work with blowing the glass. My iPhone wasn't focusing real well at this point for some reason. A wheelbarrow full of glass. They were very gracious too about having me videotape anything and everything I wanted. Actually, I found that to be true everywhere I went in Mexico. When I would say, "Is it okay if I videotape?" and they, "Oh, sure, that's fine." Very sweet people. I liked these hanging things too. My friend bought me one of those to put in my kitchen window to remind me about my trip to Cabo. And here we are back to the workers working on the window. They've made a little bit of progress. Now I'm standing on the balcony of our room, or actually it's like a terrace, and I'm looking out at what we saw every day from our window. I really like that cactus down there. It had a flower sitting right on the top of it. Everything is always so neat and clean there at this resort also. And there's one of the famous little carts. Love those carts, and more aviaries. And I wanted to show you how big the waves. I guess this doesn't really look like big waves, but they were really booming when they were breaking. It was great to hear them come in and the sounds that they made. Now we have gone down to another sister resort of Pueblo Bonito. This is Pueblo Bonito Pacifica, and it started out as a holistic retreat, but it's really not that anymore. They really cater to young people coming and drinking a lot and stuff like that, so it's not the quiet Zen-like atmosphere it used to be, but it is still really, really beautiful. And I think that you still cannot take children under 18. You have to be 18 to go there. And the architecture is really beautiful. There used to be a bench right here, and I have a picture of me sitting on that bench. And then this is looking in the other direction, and this is inside the lobby. They have this little stream running down to a pool. They use a lot of rock in their decorations and in their cement work and in their art also. This is more inside the lobby of Pacifica. And then this is looking out on the resort from the inside of the lobby. And this is just an outside area, but I really like their use of rock and what they do with it in design and how clean it looks. And there you see more of their raked sand. And this is just getting out of the elevator, going down to the bottom level, and then you'll see, and this is looking down towards the spa part of the resort. But walking down this hall is where you'll see the ground level of the images that you saw from the upper level. And this is walking down towards the pool. And usually this is really kind of a rushing little stream that goes between the cement walkways. But they had less in the way of water falling out of fountains than they had in the past. I don't know, maybe they're experiencing water shortage. But all of the water in all of these complexes is run through a filter, so you don't have to worry about drinking the water from the tap. It's wonderful, wonderful water. And I thought this was interesting what this lady was doing, and I said, "Can I videotape you?" And she said, "Oh, sure." And this is down by the pool. And then this is one of the evenings. I don't know if it was later that evening, but our friend took us to a restaurant called Mi Casa. And I really enjoyed watching this lady make tortillas and put them on the griddle. But boy, I'll tell you, that was some of the best food. I've never had Mexican food like that before. It was really unusual and delicious. And everywhere you go, practically, in Cabo, you see these skeleton dolls. Some are ceramic, some are cloth. You'll see more of those later in the video. And this is an early morning. You could always see the fishing boats going north on the Pacific, and then at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd see them coming the other way. And I think that the fishing down here is supposed to be really, really incredible. And this little bird came to sit on our patio, our terrace, and he was so interesting in his markings that I took a photo and sent it to my friend Ben and said, "What is this bird?" I knew he would know, and there's this little mate down there, I guess. But it's called a cactus wren. And I thought that was very sweet because I live on Wren Avenue. So these are rocking chairs that they have all over the main outside area around the lobby, and I just love them. This is looking into the La Frida restaurant, and you see a lot more of those skeleton dolls. But this whole restaurant is dedicated to, I guess, the memory of Frida. And so there's just really a lot to see in here. And I have had to whittle a lot of this footage down because I loved videotaping it so much, but I think it would be boring if I kept all of it in. But look at the ceiling in this room. It's really beautiful. The whole complex is very well done, very artistic, first class, really all the way. I can't say enough good about the Pueblo Bonito resorts and the people who work there. They sure know how to serve. And here we are again. I'm videotaping more of the peacock because you didn't get to see him much in the last frame. But actually, I'm not sure that that's not a peahen because he sure doesn't have a lot of feathers if it's a boy. This is the sky pool. But listen to what my driver had to say about his favorite spot.
I can't decide in the morning because I can see the whales very close to this area right here behind the rocks right there. It's amazing to see the whales jumping right there.
What a great job those guys have. And here's the information I told you I'd give you about the glass factory. That's their website. And then also Mi Casa, delicious food. And on September 25th, Mexico opened its first Apple store in Mexico City. Isn't this great? So thanks a lot, you guys, for coming with me to Mexico. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.